everyone, Orange here. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my April 2016 Trial of Ascension series. We are finally on level 80 for the first time ever. Yay! So I managed to pass 70, which was the harder level in my opinion, and then everything up until 80 was pretty easy, no hiccups or anything, so we're on 80 and then I'll get into my strategy and play the video. So, here we go. This is the Light Hell Lady level. It can be kind of hard, but I didn't struggle too much. This was the first time I actually tried it, and everything ended up working. I kind of thought to myself, maybe I'll need like immunity or something, but that turned out not to be the case. So I did it in one take, and then I was like, that's good, let's, do the commentary over it. So I decided to go a little bit YOLO and go straight for the boss right away, and then I pretty much just ignored the ads, and I was like, let's just go for the boss and just let them die to dots. So that ended up working out, and I just kept to the strategy. Then the ads ended up dying themselves because the dots just killed them, and they were stunned a lot, and they were slowed, and my Vertihile is so OP because I just moved so much, and I just ended up stunning them all of the time because they were so slow. I just moved so many times that allowed me to get my Despair Stuns and my Stomps on them, and especially in my Mav too, giving me that little speed buff and reducing the cooldown of my skills, more Stomps, more Dots, more Despair Stuns, more Taunts, so more attack bar pushbacks and slows. Everything just kind of worked out. So, I always like to do some troubleshooting, so if I wasn't able to go straight for her, I would probably just keep her taunted and then focus on dotting up the Berettas more and probably killing them first and then the Gibraltas second. So I would have just done some troubleshooting if I couldn't go straight for her, but you see there I was kind of stunning the ads a little bit too. So I was kind of doing like a split method actually, sort of. So, yeah, like troubleshooting if that didn't work, but it worked. So, I think, it's important to show you guys this level. Like, this is probably going to be my most important level 80 with this boss ever, because this is the first time that I've cleared it, right? So every time after this, it's just probably going to get easier. Of course, it depends on the boss, right? Like, this boss probably is one of the easier ones. But, when harder bosses get to these floors, it'll be really important to show you guys what my rune quality was like and which monsters I was running when I was first able to clear the floor. So, this is kind of an important one, I guess. So, I always put my runes in the description in a photo album, so check them out down below. I'm also going to list any skill ups I have, so if you guys are curious, everything is fully skilled up besides Vertihile. He has no skill ups at all. I ended up Devilmonning my Beretta pretty early, like when I was first clearing TOA normal, because I figure I'm gonna use my Beretta like forever basically, and if I just Devilmon him this month, then he'll just be so much faster. Well, he won't be faster, but my TOA normal clears will just be so much more faster because he'll be putting out more dots, he'll be having his attack bar reset up to, on 100 Athtaros. Athtaros will be attack bar reset, so everything will just be so much faster, so every month I don't have to spend that much time on TOA normal, and like I said, I'm going to be using Beretta basically forever for TOA hard, so it made a lot of sense to Devilmon him for me. So that's what I did, and then the runes will be in a photo album as always, and yeah, that's basically it. Just let the ads die to dots, and they're always pretty much done because of the speed. My Skytribe totem is level 9, and I'm going to keep it that way, and then all the other buildings are kind of, like, insignificant. I have my crit damage building at level 10, finally, but that one doesn't matter too much, I guess, because my Spectra is not running crit rate, but if he was, that would probably matter. So, every clear of this boss from now on should be a little bit faster because I really prioritize farming runes every month, so as my rune quality improves, the clears will get faster, especially if I finally decide to rune my Spectra with like crit rate and crit damage. I'll probably do that eventually, but I don't know if I'll do it anytime soon. We'll have to see if I have runes for it, and then I'm gonna have to look up some stuff. I'll do some research on Reddit to see if that's a good idea or not, especially because I can't even clear 100 yet. So it might be better just to keep him on the safe build, which is, you know, like speed, HP, accuracy, with like, you know, defense, speed, HP subs, accuracy subs, maybe even some resistance. That's probably better for like TOA 100, because if that boss moves at all, or, you know, as my Spectra's attacking him, he'll be taking damage, so that's probably the safer build, but we'll have to see. I'll just do some research and kind of figure it out as I go. There's no real pressure to make any decisions yet, especially because everything's been going so smoothly with my progress and everything like that. I always kind of like to make decisions wisely and not make any rash decisions to change up runes too much. And then free rune removal day is coming up here in 5 days, so I'm pretty much just going to be focusing on my Mav and my Spectra and my Aria for TOA hard. And I think those are just like the main 3 units that I'll be working on. I'll have my rune video out shortly after Saturday with all of my upgraded runes and all of my stats that I'll be using for this month, so be sure to look out for my May rune video with all of my upgraded runes, yay! So you guys can kind of see what I'm working on and stuff like that. And then, of course, be sure to check out my Path to Decency series, which is my weekly progression series, in case you guys are curious, like, what my progression kind of looks like. You can check it out to see kind of where I'm headed and stuff. So I'm hoping to clear 70 and 80 every month from now on in TOA hard, to get the Devilmon and then the crystals, and then we'll kind of have to see from there, like, we'll have to see, do I want to work on 90 and 100, or should I wait? I'm just gonna keep going slowly and see how close I am. Then if I end up being pretty close, then I'll probably go for it. I always try to make, like, the best decision to not do anything too drastic, and always, progression's kind of natural, like, everything just kind of happens, I kind of feel like. Like, once I was able to get to 60, and, once I was able to get to 50 and 60, that pretty much just came with runes. I pretty much just used my TOA normal team, which is pretty much this team, except I would use, like, Beretta, Vero, Bella, Shannon, Bernard, or something like that, or, you know, Bernard, Spectra. And then, as those runes improved, I was able to get to 50 and 60, and then after that, you know, I got my Mav going, I built my Spectra, and then I pulled Vertihile, so I was like, okay, it kind of makes sense for me to go for, you know, 70 and 80, because they're fairly close, and then I think I can, especially since I pulled my Vertihile. So that ended up being the case, and I finished 80, so we'll have to see how it goes next month. We'll just have to see. I hope it goes well. We'll have to see which bosses are on 80. So I think that's about all that I had to say, and the boss is almost dead, and then we'll get those sweet, sweet crystals. So I can go back and farm more dragons for better Violent runes from my Mav. I mean, I don't farm anything specifically. Like, I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna go to dragons specifically for Mav. It's always like, I'm going to dragons for a bunch of units. Basically, my TOA hard units, and then my Necro units, and my existing units, like my Vero, my Bella, my, Vertihile, and then even my Chisoon. I just pulled a Chisoon, and I'll probably be looking to build her for TOA hard too. Chisoon's good in many places. Probably mostly TOA hard, and then PvP, that's like where she shines. So I'll be looking to build her from those Violent runes from dragons, and then, yeah, that's kind of it. So, she's almost dead. Hurry up! So like I said, the clears will be faster, especially once I get my Spectra on, like, end-game Spectra runes, which we'll just have to figure out whenever that happens, whenever I have good enough runes for it. Eventually I probably will, because I use him on my Dragons team, and I want him to do a lot of damage. So that's it. Those sweet, sweet crystals. They're mine! Okay, so that's the whole level. I hope you guys enjoyed. I can try to help you out if you have any questions or comments about what teams you're using. 80 was easier than 70, so if you guys can beat 70, you probably can beat 80 this month. But of course, there are probably some people who can't for whatever reason. I'll try my best to help you guys. So I would recommend either Spectra or Aria for that level. And then that team is pretty standard for TOA, I guess. TOA hard. So yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will catch you guys in the next video.